Hello everyone, welcome! Today we're going to do 5 quick tips for rogues. They should be tips that you can employ early on your game so you can benefit throughout it. So let's do it. Tip number 1. As a rogue you get to choose 2 skills to have expertise on. That means you add double your proficiency bonus whenever doing these skills. I highly recommend you always pick expertise on sleight of hands. That's because, you don't want to have open stuffs like impeding your progress. Whenever you find a locked door or a locked chest, you're going to use this skill to try and open it, so just do it. You might as well be good on that. And you're going to use this skills for other stuff. We're going to cover that on another tip here, but you can rob people with that. Tip number 2, sneak attack. You want to use that every round you're attacking. Sneak attack lets you add these 6 dice of damage to this special attack called sneak attack. To sneak attack, you either must have an ally adjacent to your target and not have the disadvantage on the attack, or you must have advantage on an attack on a target that does not have any ally of yours adjacent to it. So sometimes it's useful if you go out of people's radius and just hide with bonus action and you come back and sneak attack them. Even sometimes in melee it is silly, but you can go behind the target, you sneak and then sneak attack him. Oh well, he was not expecting for that, right? So yeah, try and get advantage, try and hide and then come back and sneak attack people. Never attack with a rogue without a sneak attack, at least once on the turn. Tip number 3. Since you already have expertise in sleight of hands, might as well put that skill to good use. Just go at some target that you want to rob, health, so no one can be looking at you, and then just click on him. Then you can try and pick their pockets. Beware, if you don't roll well, they might kiss you. You might have to pay your way through, try to skill challenge, or even fight them. So be careful. Well, here, let's try and rob something. Let's try and rob this thing here. Alright, I was successful. Then I can go away and mind with my life. I realized that if you rob a lot and you linger in an area, NPCs might start willing to search to see, I've been robbed. So he's going to try and search for his stuff. So it's a good idea to rob whatever you need and move on. Tip number 4. As a rogue, when you get to 3rd level, you can choose your subclass, that being either Arcane Trickster or Thief. I suggest that if you're going to play the game normally with other casters in your party, that you pick Thief as a rogue subclass. That's because of one ability only. Fast Hands. So you get an additional bonus action each round. That means you can hide, attack, and then hide again, or maybe jump to another place, hide, and then attack again, or even maybe dash to a position, hide, and then attack. And also another thing, like 2 attacks, extra attacks that you're going to see on the next tip. Tip number 5. As a rogue, in combat, your job, your role is to do maximum DPS. That's what you have. Rogues will only have, usually, 1 attack per round, and on Baldur's Gate, they only have 1 chance to sneak attack. So first you should maximize your beast to sneak attack. Right now I have 6% chance to hit this guy from the sneak attack. You could hide to increase this chance, or we could gamble. But if you miss your first sneak attack, you can't try again on the same round, even if you have more attacks. I hope Larian changes that, because on D&D 5th edition, you can actually try to, if you miss the attack, let's say you're dual wield like I am, then I miss an attack with a main hand, I can still hit with my second, my offhand and the sneak attack. On Baldur's Gate you can't do that. Let's now try to sneak attack him. Alright, we sneak attack him, which is pretty nice, as you can see. Tons of damage already, so that's the damage for my roll. I rolled a 6, nice, and then my sneak attack 2d6. But since I'm dual wielding 2 short swords, they are both light and have finesse. It's important that you have 2 light weapons on your both of your hands, then you can do off-handed strikes. So the Rapier does more damage than the short sword, but the Rapier is not light, so I'd rather have 2 short swords. Now I can go an off-hand attack, and I hit, and since we chose to be a thief, have a second offhand attack. You know, these things add. See, I was able to kill that guy. Even though the offhand strikes are, they do less damage than the main hand strikes, these things they add. Here it's like tons of damage if you look here, man. So I rolled 6 twice. That's funny. But yeah, so maximum DPS to a rogue, melee, 2 short swords. Then you can hit with your first attack level, let's assume level 4. You're going to do 1d6 of the short sword, 2d6 of this sneak attack, plus your dexterity, and then 2 extra attacks with a d6 either each. That's incredible DPS. And that was it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be releasing more 5 quick tips guides for all classes, so stay tuned. See ya.